Hey, what's up, people? Piz out here, and today I'm going to talk to you guys about The Shallows, directed by Wame Colette Serra. And The Shallows is the story of a young woman played by Blake Lively who travels to a very secret, very desolate beach in order to surf. And she goes there as well for some personal reasons, which I won't go into here. While there, she gets attacked by a very large, very hungry, and very cunning great white shark. She finds herself trapped on this small reef, battling not only the shark, but the ever-rising tide, schools of jellyfish, coral that stings like jellyfish, and her bad day just keeps getting worse and worse and worse. And The Shallows is a suspense survival thriller that when I first saw the trailer, I kind of went, it could be okay, I guess. But it was one of those trailers where they just sort of gave way too much away. Because it basically just looked like a girl on a buoy with a shark swimming around her, defending herself from a shark. And, you know, really, that's kind of what this movie is. At the very core of this movie, there's the heart of a B movie. The heart of a really, really fun B movie. Yet The Shallows, and I said this to my girlfriend when we were leaving the film, I was like, you know, that movie was much better than it had any business being. Because I loved the way the movie looked. The movie looked absolutely beautiful. The cinematography was beautiful. The shots of the ocean, the shots of the beach, the shots of the jungle were gorgeous. And they kind of lull you into this false sense of, oh, this is paradise and this is beautiful. And then, oh, that's right, there's a shark and it's trying to eat you. And if you're somebody who watches as many horror films as I do, you know every horror movie, I don't know what it is, every horror movie just has to look gray and bleak and just totally like washed out, as if they developed the film in a dirty toilet. Or, well, nobody shoots on film anymore these days, so it's like they use the camera setting, you know, the filter for toilet water when they were shooting the movie. I don't know. But they don't look visually appealing. The Shallows looked beautiful. It was a beautiful movie to look at. And Blake Lively does a fantastic job in this movie. This is basically the Blake Lively show. The movie is predominantly just her on this reef or on this buoy fighting to survive against this shark. And she does such a great job and has such a genuine quality to her that you almost automatically like her. You're rooting for her. You're hoping that she's going to come out of this at least in one piece. And the filmmakers do such a good job that at one point, particularly toward the end, I was questioning, okay, wait a minute. Maybe she's not going to come out of this alive. There's a great sequence where she's sort of recording a goodbye message to her family. And she's saying, you know, just know that if I die, I died fighting. And I felt that. It had this genuine quality to it. And it just made me want to root for her and see her overcome all the more. So kudos to Blake Lively. Great performance from her. Great writing. This was a strong, smart, kick-ass female character, and she carried the film and did a phenomenal job in the movie. So if you watch The Shallows for no other reason, watch it for that performance, because I think that was a really good, that was easily the best performance of Blake Lively's young career. She did a phenomenal job. And the movie had some really genuine, suspenseful, you know, tension-filled moments as well. The shark the shark doesn't behave like a shark would. As I said in the beginning, it's a very, very cunning shark that at the end turns into a really, really dumb shark, but the shark almost takes on the presence of like a slasher, of like Michael Myers, as this like ambush killer. Like, you know, the shark is everywhere, but you just don't know where it's going to pop up. And there were a couple of really effective kind of jump scares where, you know, the cinematic sleight of hand has you looking one way, and then, like, you know, the shark comes another way. So the filmmaker did a fantastic job of building suspense and creating tension. And like I said, you know, there was that moment in the film where I went, oh my God, maybe she's not going to make it out alive. And there's this whole sort of family element in the film as well that I thought just felt, again, very genuine, very real. Made me care a lot more about Blake Lively's character and her struggle to overcome, her struggle to survive. And, you know, these kinds of movies don't get that much meat on the bone, let's just say. I mean, usually it's, you know, and really, what was the last good shark movie that we've gotten? I mean, usually at this point now, shark movies are like, you know, Sharknado or Lava Shark, or wasn't there one where the shark was possessed by the devil? There's one where the shark was like on Mount Everest or something, or it's like, you know, Megalodon versus giant squid. We get, you know, the shark movie subgenre has really gone way, way downhill since Jaws. And this was definitely, I think, this was a vast, vast improvement, just put it that way. And they handled the subject matter very seriously. And like I said, they made it a very suspenseful, tension-filled experience that's carried expertly by Blake Lively. And yeah, I just really enjoyed The Shallows. It's a fun, fast-paced kind of movie. And again, most of it takes place, it's Blake Lively, and that's it. We've got, like, her co-star in the movie is a seagull. Pretty much. That's her co-star in the movie. And, you know, the shark is constantly there, but it never feels dull. It never feels repetitive. And that may be the greatest compliment that I can bestow upon this movie, is that it's pretty much, like I said, you know, the trailer showed it to be a girl on a buoy and a shark circling her. And that's more or less what the movie at its very core is about. But there's different layers. There's a great performance. Blake Lively's character you care about, you root for. That just makes it, like I said, this movie's way better than it has any business being. But yeah, I highly recommend The Shallows. If you haven't seen it, by all means, go out, check it out, come back, let me know what you thought of it in the comments section. If you have seen The Shallows, by all means, let me know what you thought of it in the comments section. As always, thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you liked the video, please give it the old thumbs up. And yeah, take care. Until next time, peace.